Hello, my name's James. I'm a portrait photographer from Portsmouth in the UK. You've probably not heard of me, and I welcome you to this, my studio, and to this latest video, controlling light for fitness and muscles. Welcome, Stephen Wolf, to the studio here. Say hi, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Here it is, there's the banter. We're gonna take a picture today. It's gonna be a one light shot of Stephen. I'm gonna show you how we can elevate your fitness photos by how you control light, but then how you take it to the next level by adding a few things, a little bit of sizzle on the steak, a little bit of sprinkles on the cake to create an amazing fitness portrait that stands out from the norm. We're trying to create scroll stoppers, Stephen. That's what we want to do today. For fitness portraits, muscle, definition and body are king. They are key. These guys, athletes from around the world, come to our studio to have their photographs taken, and athletes take time and pride in their bodies. If you could put a number on the amount of hours you've spent in the gym, what number would you put on?
It's like a part-time job, so I'd probably say like 10, 15 a week.
10, 15 hours a week. They're part-time work in the gym, sculpting your physiques, and therefore muscles, definition, tone, elevation of that style, elevation of that look is key, and that's what we're going to try and do today. There's a few things that we can do before we've even taken a shot, before we've even taken a photograph, to elevate the portrait. Stephen's in great shape. We're going to get him in even better shape. We're going to get him to start working his band, start maybe doing some push-ups around the gym. When I'm working in the studio here, we've got TRX bands that we sometimes use. We have bands that we use so people can just do pull-ups just to get a bit of blood flowing through the muscles, just elevate them, add a little bit of definition and form. On top of doing that as well, he's going to grab this, which is, he's using today, vitamin E antioxidant baby oil, but what we've got is just standard Johnson's baby oil around in this UK studio. But we always have some on hand, and what we do with this, just rub it onto the skin, gives it a sheen, gives it an extra look, and in black and white photography, that looks amazing, reflects the light brilliantly, makes the skin gleam and glisten. So Stephen's going to go away and do that. We're not going to film him doing that. It's not that sort of channel. What we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to discuss light and discuss what we're going to use. For this shot, Stephen has really, really dark skin tones, which are going to pop off lighter backgrounds. So I'm going to keep everything super simple in the shoot here, and we're just going to use the white wall that's at the back of the studio. So finding a white wall, finding a white space, something like that is going to heighten the contrast in the image, and contrast and tone in the muscles is key. We're then going to choose a light source that's going to heighten that tonal range, heighten that contrast. And we're going to show you two completely opposing light sources that I'm going to use. For the shot eventually, for all of the shots we're going to take in this session, we're only going to be using a one light setup. That means we're not confusing the lighting ratios, and it means that once we've got that one light working in the way we want it to work and we achieve the look that we want to achieve, we can focus on the pose and on the form and on the camera angle and on the camera position to create the best look. The first light we're going to be using here is one of the oldest lights I own. It's nearly 20 years old, this light. It's my Elinchrom RX4. Still works with my camera, still works with my flash unit. And I've attached it to a C-stand and to a massive softbox here. So what we should have is a huge spread of light going on to the subject here. We're going to bring Stephen onto the back wall there for me. He's now all pumped up and all oiled up there, ready to go. Come and have a look. Come in nice and close. Come on, people. There he is. So now we're pumped up and we're looking at the definition. We're looking at big shoulders, big chest, and we've got abs here that we can work with as well to get real definition and form. So what that means is I don't want a flat lighting source. I don't want the light round and in front of Stephen here. What I want is I want to try and bring the light round so the light is skimming across Stephen so that we have areas of tone, areas of highlight, and areas of shadow that are going to add definition to the portrait. So with that in mind, I'm going to bring my light round to the side. I'm going to bring it up fairly high, or at least as high as it can go, and we're going to angle it down so that the light is coming down onto Stephen from that 45-degree angle. We're going to grab the camera for our first shot, Canon R6. Again with my workhorse lens, my 24 to 105 f4 lens, and we're going to be shooting this first portrait here at around about f11, 160th of a second at ISO 100. Stephen's going to know what poses to go into to sort of define the muscles and to show off best that we can do here. But just a real simple pose there for me. And we're going to try and get him to put all of the weight in the back foot there for me. So it's just, yeah, so you see that? He just suddenly, come back here, come here, let's have a look. Put all, so standing flat there for me as we are. So feet together there for me. So just standing flat there, a bit like an action figure there, real simple, easy, but nothing really defined. The minute we move a foot back, we put all that weight in the back foot, look at that. We can then all of a sudden sit the abdomen in and start creating just tiny little shapes and forms and turning slightly away from me there. There we go, perfect. Looking towards me here, 3, 2, 1, go. And there's our first shot there. Real simple, and we can see the effect that having that light round to the side has had on the shot. We've got a massive, massive softbox here, which is giving us a great spread of light, but we can still achieve tonal range within that because of the position that we've put the light in the picture. Now, to change this around and change it up to the other extreme, we're going to bring our a different light source in. So we've turned off that light completely. We're now no longer using it, and we're bringing this light in here. It's one of the newer lights in my studio. This is the Elinchrom one. It's completely wireless, battery charged through a C port, and we're going to bring this up here with the modeling light on. I've turned the modeling light on so that I can see where the light is falling on Stephen here. We're going to bring it roughly into the same position that our previous light was at, but we're just going to have it round to the other side. No real reason or method to that madness. It's just round to the side, but just 45 degrees round the other way. We're going to invite Stephen to do a similar pose here, and we've measured that out so it should still shoot at the same exposure that we had before. Hands more down to the side there for me if we can. Turn the head so you're looking across this way there for me. Yeah, that's perfect. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice and big there, lovely. And there we have it. You can see there that with the smaller light source, we get a completely different look to the picture. And when we move that light source even further around here to the side, so it's way beyond 45 degrees, we should see real shape and tone shift there to that portrait there. Perfect, 3, 2, 1. Quite like the way you had the hand up in the, that's it, perfect, flex that bicep. And now turn the head off to the side there for me so you're looking over there. 3, 2, 1, go. Beautiful. Look at that, and look at the definition specifically in those abs. What we're doing here is we're actually replicating what the shot would look like outside on a bright sunny day, but we can't always control where the sun's going to be. We can't always rely, especially in the UK, on what the weather's going to do and therefore what the light's going to do outside. So using flash photography is a great way for you to control the light sources. By moving this flash unit even further away, I'm going to move it all the way back here, and because we've moved it further away, I'm just going to turn the power up. We're going to replicate even more what the sun would do on a sunny day here. Same pose again there for me. We'll just see how that looks there, Stephen, see if there's a difference. Change the pose there for me if we can. 3, there we go, 2. And one more straight down towards me if we can. 3, 2, and 1. That's good. Nice and tense there for me. Relax, good shot, well done. And there we go. Real definite shadow on the background. But we don't have those vignettes. When we move the light close, and we'll do that similar shot again, we'll do that same shot again just by moving this light close. The main difference we're going to see is going to be on the backdrop and the vignette that's going to be created there. 3, same pose again, 2, 1, go. Good man. And there you see the vignette coming in on that left-hand side there. So by moving the light further away, it gives us a more wide spread of light. But what if we want to elevate this portrait to another level completely? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to add on layers on top of the pumping up of the muscles, on top of the oiling up of the skin, and on top of this really, really cool, simple lighting source we've got that's defining muscles, by adding elements of fashion and style, and then a little bit of sizzle on that steak that was suggested to me by one of our assistants here. We're going to add a little bit of sizzle onto the steak on the wardrobe and the fashion to create something that really elevates and really stops people from scrolling when the image comes up on social media feeds. We're going to let Stephen go off and change, and we'll come back in about 3 minutes' time. Okay, it is now 3 minutes later and Stephen is here. Look at Stephen now, look at him. We have dressed him differently from his normal gym shorts. He is now back in the suit and we've put the white shirt on there, very timeless, l'enfant, that sort of timeless sort of image that you would get there, men in white shirts with muscles. It will last forever, this, Stephen, for you, this image, yeah, which is really, really cool. And we've managed to just a little bit of, again, talk about timelessness, Calvin Klein. What's the line from Back to the Future?
Calvin Klein? It's written all over your underwear.
No, never. Did you know as well? Sorry, this is a different, I'm going to keep recording this because this is good. But you know Back to the Future, right? Obviously, yeah, of course, right. We are now, the first Back to the Future was set in 1955, right? They went back to the 1950s. That distance between then and now is the same as the distance from 1955 to the Wild West in Back to the Future 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
I was like, oh God. Right, apparently the Wild West in America only lasted about 25 years. It wasn't a very long period of history.
It was a little before my time, so I
Okay,
don't know.
cool.
Was the Wild West still happening when, like, the wars were happening? Like World War I and II? Proper West, like, isn't it? They had electricity and running water and everything whilst they were still in the Wild West.
We should just do this. American History with Zoe. She visited Disneyland once, went on that Thunder Mountain ride and thinks that that's the entire Wild West history of America. Still going on. They put me in a minecart. Right, let's do all that again. So we've managed to style Stephen now with the open shirt, which is completely timeless. And we're showing a little bit of the Calvin Klein there, just to draw your eye into the abs and just to really create something that's got a more fashion feel to the picture, something that's a bit more high end and something that's a bit elevated from just standing there in your gym shorts showing off your muscles. Cool. So we're going to take the shot here. We've kept this light in exactly the same place because that's my favorite lighting position from what we did previously. It's showing off shape and form. And if we just take this photo here, okay, muscles, oil and styling now, all those three things added together with that lighting, we're going to create something like this. Just pull open the shirt just a little bit there for me. 3, 2 and 1. Good. But we don't want to do that. Okay, they're real simple shots. They're easy shots to take, but they look a little bit forced. Let's add something different. B&Q, budget range, leaf blower, McAllister brand, tag them, like them, do whatever you want. They do economical garden hardware, I think is probably the best way I would describe it. Keep that open shirt there for me, just in there, and I'm just going to blow a little bit of wind into you there for me. You're going to turn your head off so you're looking across that way there for me. Let that shirt go down because I'm going to try and blow it there myself. And here we go. We're going to set our picture up first, take the first shot to make sure everything's firing. That's good. A little bit of weight in that back leg again there for me if we can. That's good. 3, 2 and 1. There we go. There it is. Yeah, good. Just keep moving every time you see a flash. Yeah, that's perfect. Just in there. There. Yeah, hands wide again. Yeah. Simple as. You probably didn't hear a thing. I was doing my best. Try and make that look cool. But there we go. That's a natural one. That's a natural, there you go. Natural, simple, little elevated shots. We're just going to do one slight change here for me, okay? The body position's a bit front onto that light. I want to add even more tone to it. So you're going to stand a little bit facing this way. And then you're going to turn the abdomen this way. There for me, just like that. Cool. We're going to do the same thing again with the leaf blower. And you're just going to drop your head down so you're looking down towards that box there for me on the floor. Real simple. Going to try and do it myself here. Good stuff. I'm taking a low angle so that he looks elevated in the picture, so he looks nice and big. Try and keep the hands down by the side. 3, 2, 1, go. That's good. And this time, just bring one hand up into the hair there for me if we can. 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. And there we go. And that's how we stop the scroll. That's how we get something a little bit different. And this is where we see the reaction from your client who hasn't seen any of the pictures up to this date.
Oh, yep. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna tag Calvin Klein in all of these.
Awesome. It looks some money. I love it. Really cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
Love it?
Love it.
Happy days. If you've enjoyed this video, say nice things about it. View all the other videos on the channel if you like. There's loads of content on here. New videos come out every Monday, showcasing you how to use effective flash photography within your studio, from beginner to intermediate. And then if you want more advanced stuff, you can go on nofussmust.com. We've got loads of content on there that people can enjoy, some even featuring this handsome man here. Thanks for joining us. Like and subscribe, say nice things. All the best.